Hey there, I'm Shannon, and I have not made a video like this in forever. And that is because I have been off in the world doing real human adult things, although I have gotten myself in quite a few stupid situations in the weeks that I have not been here. One of these stupid things happened about a month ago when I had flown out to Arizona, I think. I'm pretty sure, Arizona, to film a music video with my boyfriend. I'm from Florida, so it was a super long flight, super annoying layovers. You guys know the drill, I'm sure. We arrive and we meet up with our posse of friends that we were going to be staying with, and we start driving towards our hotel. As soon as we pull up, there is a man sitting on the corner right outside the hotel playing a guitar. And I know what you're probably thinking, Shannon, live music is good for the soul. How could this be a bad sign in any way? I think playing the guitar is a bit of an overstatement. To be honest, I'm pretty sure this guitar had like 2 strings and this guy had no knowledge of either of them. He was sitting there in his underwear, might I add, with the most blank face expression, plucking away at those 2 horribly out of tune strings. The universe was probably unrecognizable to this man, seeing as he was more than likely on every drug you could possibly imagine. At this point, we had already checked into the hotel on the phone, our warm welcome was over, and we had to go park. As we pull up to our parking space, one of the hotel doors flies open, and what I presume was a pimp and all of his hoes walked out of the room. Now, these were not your normal, average, friendly neighborhood hoes, my friends. These were the type that could probably kick your ass just by looking at you. At the time, our car was loaded with musical equipment. We knew as soon as we saw those terrifying women approaching us that we either had to bolt into the room and leave our stuff or die. Like, there was no other choice. So we did what any sensible person would do, and we left the stuff and ran to the room. On our journey to the hotel room, we had to ascend a flight of stairs. These stairs, however, were not the scary part. The scary part was a little troll creature guarding them. By troll creature, I mean a male human child around the age of 6 years old sitting on the stairs. This particular 6-year-old, God bless his soul, because I don't know what kind of family he comes from. Clearly not a very good one. But he had been supplied with a pistol. We are now standing in a group, all completely defenseless, except for my like 2-inch bottle of pepper spray, which would have done us no good in this situation. We either have to run up the stairs past the 6-year-old with the pistol, or turn around and go back to the car, all the while passing the group of angry prostitutes. We thought it over, and in my mind, I figured at least there was a chance that the 6-year-old won't kill us. So we chose the stairs. We get up to the room and we figure all is great, all is fine and dandy, we'll wait this out, we'll just go to sleep, wake up in the morning, everything will be fine. They had to go away eventually, right? We took turns peeking out the curtains of our 2nd story window to see what was going on below us. And as if the night couldn't have gotten any better, a drug deal started to go down. And no, I'm not talking about, slipping your buddy 20 for a gram of weed. This was mass-scale drug cartel, pounds of meth. I am not kidding. Maybe it wasn't meth, but if it wasn't, it was cocaine or heroin or something of the sorts, because it was literally just bricks wrapped in saran wrap in this guy's truck. There were probably 40 people huddled around this truck, and what we had not noticed about these individuals when we first exited our cars was the fact that most of them had assault rifles on them. This was more than likely the most scared I've ever been in my life. I've talked about ghosts on my channel, I've talked about spiders, all these random things that can scare you, and this was true fear. There were no police. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the police had to have known not to come to this place in order to prevent World War III, because it was so bad. There is no way that the police did not know these drug deals were going down. The final straw, where we decided we had to run for our lives. This guy comes by on his bike, down on the 1st floor. We're still peeking through the 2nd story window from our hotel room. This guy comes by on his bike, right? We're like, oh my god, maybe it's a security guard. We thought this only because he had one of those torch flashlights and a gun, and he was holding them like a security guard would. He was riding by on his bike with his torch and his handgun and checking the back windows of every single car. Believe me or not, he stopped at our car. You know why he stopped at our car? Because we had just about 6 guitars in it, a drum kit, electrical equipment, and I'm sure the first thing that went through this guy's mind was that he was gonna take all of it and sell it on Craigslist. Probably not Craigslist, because I feel like the black market isn't on Craigslist. I don't know. Anyways, that was the last straw. We were about to go on tour, we needed this equipment, and we just packed up our shit and ran down to our cars. And thank God we did. As soon as I got there, I opened the car. And yes, I opened the car before I unlocked it. Meaning I opened the car because it was unlocked and we never locked it, and all of our stuff could have been stolen and we would have been killed, and that would have been the end of all of us. But fortunately for us, that didn't happen. We just got in the cars and left. We drove as fast as we could. We didn't have any destination. We just knew we had to get away from that fucking horrible place. I don't know if it was a trap house, if it was some meeting location for the drug cartel or what, but regardless of what it was, we were not supposed to be there, and we left as fast as we could. Not sure how often this happens to people, but if it's happened to you, leave me a comment about it. If you've ever gotten caught in a bad situation, an illegal situation like a drug deal, let me know about it. I want to read your stories and respond to as many of you as I can. I am so happy to be back doing these videos again. I really enjoy them, so if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up so I can continue, subscribe, and I will see you in my next week video. I love you guys so much. Stay pretty, kitties. Bye!